Gentlemen, start your egos. It's
Hi, I'm Nat.
I'm Jenny.
And this is Oscar Bait.
And the Oscars are over. What a successful night it's been.
What a year. What
a
a night. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, it's been coming for 20 years.
He finally did it. That boy made us proud. And how great was his speech?
His speech was very well practiced.
So well practiced.
So, I mean, great. Yeah, it was alright, but it was very like...
How many times has he gone to sleep just doing his speech and dreaming of this day?
Climate change is real. Climate change is real. Don't forget to say the thing about appreciating the earth.
I thank you all for this amazing award tonight. Let us not take this planet for granted. I do not take tonight for granted. Thank you so very much.
So now you've achieved your goal. What is your plan next? World domination? No.
I think he's going to give up acting and start a massive environmental movement.
That'd be pretty cool.
I think that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, whatever.
He's like, I'm done it. I've got Oscar.
Got to the end. He got to the end of Red Carpet Rampage.
And now he can save the world.
Now he can save the world.
Speaking of Lady Gaga, how insane was that performance moment?
Yes, well, I'm not the biggest Lady Gaga fan in the world, but it was a powerful message that they were doing, as well as being introduced by the Vice President, Joe Biden.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big deal. But still, not enough to get through to the actual award part.
Well, it's a shame that the voting doesn't happen with the Academy on their phones as the ceremony is taking place. A powerful song, but I mean, I think we all realised it was going to go to Spectre.
Yeah, well, we've been saying Spectre for a little while now.
James Bond, it's classic. It's a classy song.
It's alright.
Sam Smith claimed or thought he might be the first openly gay person to win an Oscar, and then was like, I didn't do my research on that, which apparently he doesn't do ever. Not knowing who Tom York is. Screw you, Sam Smith.
He's just a kid.
Anyway, it's been a really great year. It was awesome to see Brie Larson win Best Actress. She was very cute and sweet. Kind of boring speech, but...
You fangirl over her so much.
I love her so much.
I mean, she's great, but whatever. It doesn't do much for me.
I love her so much. And Alicia Vikander, that was a point for both of us in the supporting actress category.
On that point, you did pit me at the post with the score of how many we got right.
The score. So, I got 17.
And I got 14.
Haha.
Out of 24.
Suck it, Townsend.
But here's the thing. When it came to short films and short animated films, you had some ideas and you made educated guesses.
I did,
based on what you'd heard.
Yeah.
Whereas I was just like, this is a fun name. So.
That's what it's like betting on the race, on racehorses. Yeah. You're like, well.
I chose the names and it did not work for me.
Cool. So. I didn't get many shorts. I only got the documentary short.
And also, do you know what? I'm pretty sour about something.
Oh, yeah?
Because I said in our Artsy Fartsy Technical Awards episode that I had a gut feeling that Mad Max would come in and sweep all the technical awards. Which, spoiler, they pretty much did. I said costume design would maybe get taken by Mad Max because Mad Max might take the rest of them, and you talked me out of it.
Yeah, I just really wanted to bat for the Danish Girl for
so I put the Danish Girl down.
One other movie, and it had the period piece factor as well. I've seen award ceremonies go by where a Tim Burton film, for example, has lucked out of costume to some boring period piece. So I was just like, maybe they sway more towards period pieces. But you're right. I think Mad Max just made such a great visual impact on everyone that it swept, except, surprisingly, because I thought it was a lock for visual effects. And it wasn't.
That was my pleasant surprise of the day. That was so exciting. Because all I wanted was Ex Machina to get some recognition. I thought I thought the only chance it had was writing, but of course it was up against some pretty heavy hitters, so no chance. But then when it got, I was very happy when it won. I thought that it had no chance. So, so exciting.
How cool is it to see this little film with beautiful visual effects that were subtle and understated and all about making it look real? Like, this beautiful little movie triumph over Mad Max and The Revenant and Star Wars.
Yeah.
Big, showy,
bombastic
visual effects movies.
Yeah.
And the Academy's like, no, you made a robot lady look real.
Yeah.
And that's even more impressive.
And that's the thing, is that it's the other ones were a world building. This was character building. And it was like, without it, that movie wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
It would not have worked. And so happy to see that get something. So happy.
It was really brilliant. I'd like to see more about how that how it was made, actually. I'm going to go look up some featurettes after this. Fantastic work. And we did also get Best Picture right. We were pretty happy about that.
Yes, because that was
Hooray for Spotlight.
there was a late change in our discussions. We were thinking for a while that it was kind of between maybe the bigger ones, but then towards the end I was like, oh, well, this is ticks all the boxes. And so we got to the right conclusion in the end.
Shame about George Miller missing out on director, though.
I'm pretty angry about this one, only because we saw all the technical ones be awarded to Mad Max, and all of the ones that are like, this movie has been created out of, this whole world has been created out of nothing. And it's every single one of them was like, this is George Miller's movie. Without him, this world doesn't exist. Nothing.
I know. The creative vision behind such a great movie, and he wasn't acknowledged. And, it was the perfect opportunity to give him a retro award, which this category loves to do.
But I'm impressed that there's a back-to-back win, which has not happened in 66 years. I think I saw the stat
as a long-time fan of Inarritu, I'm happy that he's achieved so much.
I don't think The Revenant deserved it at all.
Yeah. It seems like he and Emmanuel Lubitsch are an unstoppable force.
They are. They're a little bit
risky.
Yeah. Let's see if they come out with another movie next year. And it
3
could
for
be,
3.
It could be the, it probably is the myth, the grueling, it was so hard to make, and it came out so late in the piece, whereas I guarantee Mad Max is hard to make too.
It was actually the absolute opposite conditions. It was in the desert,
terrible
heat,
conditions.
Horrible conditions. It's a shame, but well.
Yeah,
that's the way the cards fell.
Aussie Pride. We got a lot of Aussie Pride though.
So many. It turns out that Mad Max was the
big
most
winner.
Successful Australian film ever at the Oscars.
Yeah, well, and actually,
ain't that awesome?
Of the night, I think it was the one that won the most.
Yeah,
it won 6 awards, I think. So so Aussie Pride.
Aussie Pride. The other big thing that we both got wrong, although I think we're happy we got it wrong.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. It surprised me.
We both thought Sly Stallone would win Best Supporting Actor, but it went to Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies.
Yeah, which
was so nice.
Yeah, he was the best part of that movie.
But he's such a great actor.
He seems like a nice man. All the things. But it was so funny because it seemed like everything leading up to it was calling it for Sylvester Stallone. So, bit of a shock there.
Well, what you tweeted out an interesting factoid that he was only the 3rd Best Supporting Actor Oscar winner to not win any of the pre-awards. But there you go. The Academy will what the Academy will. They don't care about the pre-awards.
Yeah, so there's as much as you can predict what's going to happen, sometimes they just go for whatever they want. And in this case, it was a good choice. He's a good guy, so I'm on board.
The tone of it was really interesting this year as well. I think Chris Rock did a fantastic job tackling #OscarsSoWhite and making the huge room of white people feel just slightly uncomfortable. But I think they all all got it this time.
Yeah. Well, it's we had a friend watching it with us, and she did say, I've never seen a ceremony so affected by a hashtag, which was the Oscars So White hashtag, which, yes, agreed that they did really, double down on that issue. But also, that's kind of Chris Rock's style. When you book Chris Rock, you're gonna get jokes about being a black man in a room of white people. Like, he's done the Oscars before, and that's what he did.
Yeah.
So to me, it wasn't really a shock, and when it's combined with the Oscars so white thing, he just took it to its natural conclusion. But it did have some really weird throwaway bits.
Yeah,
Like the Price Coopers and Waterhouse kids, which was
Who
like,
are, like,
oh, okay, Asians.
all Asian kids. And so he's talking about racism and then makes this
Doing racism.
weirdly racist joke.
And then when Dion from Clueless was trotted out for some reason and then left, and I didn't get
And she was like, Happy Black History Month. And no one said anything because
Yeah.
they didn't understand what was going
Yeah.
on. But hopefully with this whole feeling, maybe producers will be thinking for next season and thinking about capitalizing on this momentum.
because you know
That would be nice.
Because you know that they aren't making artistic decisions; they're making decisions based on how many Oscars they can get.
Well, it's a business, eh?
It is a business.
Oscars do up your revenue
That's
significantly.
why. That's why the politics are so important to this game. But it's another year over for us.
Yeah, to another good
Although
year.
we probably will still do occasional videos on this channel, basically around the theme of movies and this kind of political aspect of movies, I guess.
Yeah, the movie business and prestige movies and that sort of elite realm of cinema and Hollywood. So you can stick around. We will be around all year, and we'll see you in earnest in November 2016.
Here, shall we have another piece of our Leo cake?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I did tweet that.
Which is interesting. And I saw another tweet from one of the big Oscar predictor types, like pundit types, Scott Friedberg. And he was just like, I'm going to go with Sylvester Stallone, even though a lot of Academy members are telling me that they voted for Mark
saw that.
Rylance, but I'm not brave enough to go for Mark Rylance.
Yeah.